Here is one thing I'd tell my younger self before I started going to the gym. Please just bulk. Please just eat more food. Please. Don't worry about all these other like carnivore diets. Don't worry about main gaining. Don't worry about trying to cut. If you're anything like me and you started off skinny fat, please just bulk. Don't worry about losing that tiny bit of fat. It will go away eventually. You just have to lock in for like an entire year almost, I would say, of just straight bulking, and you'll build as much muscle in that newbie gain phase that you'll have. And then after that, then you can cut down. Once you've gotten to a specific weight that you wanted to get to, then you can cut down. That's really what I wish my younger self did, was have a dedicated bulk and cut phase from the very beginning, but not trying to cut at the very beginning, because that is the one mistake that I made. I wasted so much of the potential muscle I could have built in my newbie gain phase because I quite literally just didn't really focus on my diet all that much. I was the classic, had a little bit of that pudginess on my stomach, so I had like no abs, but then my arms were also extremely skinny. And when you're at that age, when you're 16, 17, all you can really think about is wanting abs. So typically eating less was what I thought I had to do, and that going to the gym would build me muscle as well. And that, just as long as I ate less and trained abs and worked out, that I would end up getting abs and looking better. Which, don't get me wrong, I did still build muscle and I did lose a bit of weight, and that's the benefit of the newbie gain phase. The first year of your training, even 2 years, even your second year, is even if you don't eat properly or you don't train properly, you'll still build muscle. You'll still look pretty decent after a year, after 2 years. But the potential physique you could have if you just did it properly, you ate properly, you bulked properly in that first 1 to 2 years, the potential muscle you could have made, especially for me, it would have been much higher. And the reason I say this is because I've been on a proper bulk, like tracked and everything, for about a month, almost 2 months now. And I can quite confidently say that I've developed more strength in the last 1 to 2 months than I have this entire year. I've been plateaued for quite a decent amount of time, and I thought that switching diets, it's the diet, I need to go carnivore now because I wasn't getting enough protein intake, or I was trying to optimize my testosterone, that would build me more muscle. But it was quite simply, I wasn't eating enough. And all I needed to do, just eat more. Get the adequate amount of protein intake, which is 1.6 grams per kilogram, and then fill the rest in with carbs and fats, and making sure you're eating more than your maintenance calories, and making sure you're putting the weight on the scales going up every week. It's really that simple, and that'll yield you most of the results. And you just have to deal with delaying your gratification, right? You can't expect to see instant results. You have to go through a phase in which you look not as good as you want to look, but after you go through that phase and then you eventually get to the cut stage, that's when you can start looking great. And that's, ultimately what I wish I did when I was younger, when I first started going to the gym, just eating more, honestly. And it might sound as like some pretty general advice, but when I was that age, I didn't really have much advice around bodybuilding at all. And with the knowledge I have now, and having gone through my certificate 3 and 4 in fitness, I now, safe to say, I know quite a bit. So yes, just eat more and bulk for like a year, and then cut down after that. You'll be sweet. You'll make much more progress, trust me. Thank you for being here.